What's up, Amazon sellers? Chris Grant here, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to find online arbitrage products for Amazon really fast. And I'm also going to help you fix one serious mistake that a lot of Amazon sellers make. Let's dive into the computer and let's talk about it. All right. Now, very first thing that you're going to need if you're going to do this is you're going to want Seller Amp. And you're going to want, it's 20 bucks a month or something like that. And if you go down to the video description, you can get a 14-day free trial plus 50% off the first month with the code that's down in the video description. But here's the thing. When Amazon sellers or new Amazon sellers are sourcing, they're making one really big mistake, and that is not treating every single product they come across as a potential lead. For example, if I come across this product and I do a Google search for it and I go out and find it, now I know exactly where I am going to find it. You're going to want to do something, and a lot of people skip this step, all right? It is, actually, this is not a match, but let's just say that this was a match. They are not going to save this because it is out of stock, because the price is high. It's $39.99 here, it's $59.99 over here. And so they're not going to save this because they think that, well, it's not worth it. It's not going to, it's not ever going to be profitable or anything like that. And here is the actual match. So $14.99. Now, this would be profitable if it were in stock. Okay, $14.99, it would be $12. Now, it may come back in stock. Okay. So the big thing you want to do here is you want to grab this URL, and right inside of Seller Amp, you can go down to a place called the lookup details, and you can pop in the URL. You could also leave a note if you want to. I've got a note section in here as well. I can add in a note as well. Out of stock on, I'm recording this on October the 6th of 2025. And I can check this every now and again. Now, if I wanted to, I could say this is a future lead, and I could come back and check this once a week or once a month if I so choose. I can just click future lead, all right? But I'm also going to be able to search for this by name or by brand as well, okay? Now, here's where that comes into play. If you take this one simple step and you make sure that you save every single source site inside of Seller Amp, and you add in notes and possibly tags, well, you can do something really cool, all right? And we're going to do two things here. We're going to open up the Seller Amp into the web app, number one, and number two, we're going to click on this history button. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because earlier today, I found a coupon code at a source site for 10% off. And I know that I've gone through 30, 40, maybe 50 products on that source site before, and I've saved every single URL. And now I have a brand new coupon code that I can use for that particular source site. So now all I've got to do is either in my history section in the bar over here, or in the web app, I can click on the history section up here at the top, and I can do a couple of things. If I have marked it with a tag, then I can click on the tag and click search, and it will pull back all of the products for me that I have put in with that tag. Now, it will take just a moment for it to load all of the products here, but what we're going to be able to do very, very quickly is we're going to be able to open up the source site, number one. Number two, we're going to be able to either open up the web app or open up the Amazon product detail page, and we will then be able to very quickly see whether or not it's profitable at the moment, okay? Now, we'll wait for that to load. We can come over here into the search history in the actual extension, and we can type in Maglite, okay? And I can click search there as well, and I'll be able to see it two different ways. I could search by the brand. I could search by what's in the title. I can search by the actual tag that I've put in here as well. There is no wrong way, all right? And now what I can do is I can pop this open on maglite.com. I can pop this open on inside of Seller Amp as well. And I can see here that this is currently $39.99. I know that I have a 10% off coupon, so I can go 39.99 minus 10%, and I'll see, well, this one is not profitable. But I've got all of these other products to go through. I've got 3 pages worth of products here. So I'm going to go ahead and start at the back, and we will go to the front, and we'll go through several of these until we find something profitable. And this should take less than 5 minutes to do if you've been saving these. All right, now that we have this open to the third page, I'm just going to go through every single one of these, and I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to open it up on the source site. And actually, I didn't save these ones. So let's go to page 2, and here we go. I'm going to go ahead and open this up on the source site. I'm going to open it up in the web app, and I can see here this is $139.99, and it is $143 over on Amazon. With my 10% discount, it's $125.99. So we're no good there. All right. We are going to see some that are not going to be profitable, and that's okay. We're going to go ahead and open. Whoops. We're going to go ahead and open a bunch of these really quick. All right, let's open this one up, and we'll just open up several of these, and we can go through them incredibly fast that way. All right, let's look through these really quick. Okay, this one's $99.99 and a 10% discount code, so we're going to get it for $89.99. That one's no good. This one's $44.99, and over here we're looking at $40.49. So this one would be profitable. $9.61 in profit, 23% ROI. Seller Amp estimates 137 or more sales per month. It's got a nice BSR at 47,000. It looks like it may be a variation, and sure enough, it is. It has 7 different variations. This is on the Dangerous Goods program, so I may have to pay some extra to get it sent into Amazon. I usually figure about $2. So we'd actually be looking at $42.99, which would drop me below that 20% ROI. So I'm probably going to end up passing on this, even though if I look out over the past year, this price has been pretty steady. I would probably still be able to make some money on this, even if I took a little less than 20%, but we can do better. So we'll knock these ones out of here. This one's $34.99, so let's find out if this one's profitable. It's not, so we'll move right on. And we've got $44.99 over here. That one is not profitable. This one here, $39.99, and over here, $39.99 times 0.90. This one's going to be $35.99. However, this one is also out of stock. So we're going to open this up on Amazon. We're going to look a little bit closer on this. You can see it's currently unavailable right now. It is the replacement for the ML150LR. Okay. So we're going to go back and we're going to see, well, where was the price on this? We can see the buy box was at $46.15. It doesn't sell a ton. If we go out over the past year, looks like it does make some sales around that 44 to 46 range. And so maybe we want to bring this back into stock. And no, it would still be a negative. Okay. But we keep going here, and we've got, that's the same one. We've got this one here. This one's $29.99 and $49.94 over on Amazon, 327,000 BSR. But we can see that it actually moves pretty solid. It says 16 per month here. This was $29.99 times 0.9. We're looking at $9.36 in profit on this thing. Let's go ahead and pop that up to $28.99. We're looking at $28.99 for inbound shipping, $49.94 for a sale price. Over the past 3 months, it's had a pretty solid buy box, $7 in profit, 25% ROI. This would be something I would probably take a swing at. Not super deep. It doesn't sell a crazy amount, but we can see that the number of sellers is coming down. and it's been coming down over the past year. That price has come up just a bit since May. This is one I would take a little bit of a swing on, and I would keep going, okay? Because there are more to look at there, okay? If I went through all 30 of those, there's got to be 1, 2, 3, 5 more that I can buy. And I've done that in the course of 5 to 7 minutes. I've been able to go through a bunch really quickly because I front loaded the work. So whether you're getting leads from a lead list, if you are storefront stalking, if you are sharing leads with your friends, if you are manual sourcing sites for their sales, you need to make sure that every single time that you find a product, or if you find multiple locations to buy a product, to be saving it right inside of Seller Amp in the lookup details so that you can always come back to it and be able to open up those links very quickly and make yourself notes. If you know what the discount code is on today, make a note of that. What discount percentage it is. That way you can know what kind of discount you may need to look for in the future as well. If you do this consistently while you source, you spend that extra 30 seconds, you will be able to go back and look for products and find profitable products that you have front loaded the work on in the past over and over and over again. And by the time you've looked through 20, 30, 40,000 products, and then you're able to go back over that history, you'll be able to pull products that are profitable on a regular basis. But you have to front load the work using Seller Amp, using the lookup details, using the notes and tags, and actually going through them again and again. I promise this is one of the most overlooked methods of being able to find products fast as an Amazon seller, because people don't want to front load that work and take that extra 30 seconds. Instead, they would rather spend 5 minutes looking at Keepa and over analyzing. Now, I'm not saying don't look at Keepa, okay? It's important, but you also don't need to over analyze it. But that's another video, okay? So if you do this, I promise it will make you a ton of money over the next 1, 2, 3, 5 years. And you can do this with Seller Amp. Make sure to go down into the video description. There's a link to get a 14-day free trial, and use the code in the video description to get 50% off your first month. Start building your database now, and your future self will thank you for doing the work. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.